3, 2, 1. Monday Night Raw last night. I am just very disappointed, man. Very, very, very unhappy with the show last night. I saw the tweets going viral on Twitter. I'm very disappointed in Vince and Bruce, as always. As usual, every week, this show freaking sucks. As usual, this show sucks every week, man. I don't know what to tell you, folks. I think I've said everything I've said on all of my reviews, man. You tell WWE one thing, when you tell them another thing, they don't fucking listen. But this show last night was complete fucking garbage. This show fucking sucks. To an extent to where everybody had to just reach for their remote controls, I'm sure, and click the fucking channel. You know what I mean by it. Click. Change the fucking goddamn channel. I'm sure everybody did that. Especially after watching that embarrassing fucking segment on the goddamn show. You got Gilbert and Drew McIntyre on the fucking show? What the hell is this? Not to mention, Asuka gets pinned by Alexa Bliss? What? Are you serious? And then we got Charlotte Flair versus Peyton Royce. I don't even know why the fuck this match was even booked. Never mind that. We got fucking Ricochet versus AJ Styles, the same match we've seen 2-3 times already. Same shit, same BS, nothing new, nothing creative, nothing enjoyable to watch on TV on this fucking show. Nothing enjoyable. Man, this show was not enjoyable to watch, man. The shows every week are fucking terrible. It needs to fucking end. Something needs to end. Somebody needs to get fired. And that person that needs to get fired is none other than Bruce Prichard. Bruce is the reasons why these Raw and SmackDown shows have been complete fucking garbage. Every single fucking week. Bruce is the reason why all of the NXT talents that are getting called up to the main roster are getting completely wasted and buried on TV. All because of Bruce Prichard. You see how they did Keith Lee, Matt Riddle, Ricochet, Humberto, let's see who else? Andrade and Aleister Black. See how he did all 5 members of Retribution. You see how they were killed on the fucking main roster. Jesus, that doesn't tell you enough of how dumb Bruce is. I don't know what else to tell you, man. Outside of the fact that Bruce needs to get fired and Vince needs to get removed. Ladies and gentlemen, I tweet on Twitter, man. Oh my goodness. His T-Bash cryptic tweet about death. What the fuck even is that? That's my buddy JD's good old buddy. T-Bag. T-Bar. T-Bar. No, he says T-Bag. I said T-Bar, he says T-Bag. So I try not to say too much of the same thing he says. Even though I'm inspired by the guy, so you know what I mean? But anyways, I have your Monday Night Raw results. We're going to go over it all. We're going to go over everything that went down on the show right here on my Ingram Wrestling News YouTube channel. Again, we're going to go over it all right here on my Ingram Wrestling News YouTube channel. Ladies and gentlemen, you know who I am by now. You should know. I am Ingram Wrestling News' very own Brendan, here with your January the 18th, 2020 Monday Night Raw review. Yes, that intro a while ago was my Ingram Wrestling News YouTube channel intro that I play. I always do that to make this review interesting, to make all my other reviews interesting too. But before we get started, man, before we get further into the review, if you're new to the channel, man, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications to never miss my Monday Night Raw, NXT, and SmackDown reviews that go live each and every week. To never miss my Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, Naruto, Ultimate Ninja Storm 4, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 content on the channel. And to never miss my IWN, it stands for Ingram Wrestling News, content on my channel, my YouTube channel. Let me know in the comments below what kind of Ingram Wrestling News video do you want me to do. Specifically, what news video do you want me to do? Like, do you want me to do an Ingram Wrestling News video on Alexa Bliss or fucking AJ Styles? Just let me know something. You know? Well, what are your... I want to know y'all's thoughts on my Ingram Wrestling News playlist. If you missed some of the recent news from last year, man, you be sure you go check those out. You may have some information that you might have missed, you know. You never know. But please, have on those notifications so you won't ever miss my content and my Raw, SmackDown, and NXT reviews that go live each and every week. Also, follow me on Twitter at Ingram Wrestling. Follow me on Twitch at Ingram Wrestling News. All you got to do is search my name and it'll come right up. Follow me on Twitch at Ingram Wrestling News. I'm trying to get up to, I need help getting up to 100 followers on there. And I also need help getting up to 1,000 followers on Twitter. And also, once again, hit that subscribe button. I'm on the road to 1,000. I am dangerously close to 200, so help me get up to there. We can get up to there. Maybe I can do something special, man. Maybe I can buy a new game. New content, a new game that'll be new to my channel, or do something, or maybe I could do a 24-hour live stream on Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, or something special, man. You know, Something, anything special. Let me know in the comment section below, or send me a message on Twitter. Let me know what you want, what special thing you want me to do once I get to 200 subscribers. I want to know. So let me know in the comments section below on that. Well, anyways, we're going to go ahead and get started with the review. It's already 12:45 in the morning. It's actually Tuesday. I actually have to work today. So I'm probably going to play, I'm probably going to stream a little bit of Call of Duty this afternoon before I go to work. You know. Gotta get more of those views and subscribers, man. Need them. I need them. I definitely need them. Seriously. Alright. So, apparently, Monday Night Raw kicks off with a video package for Martin Luther King Day. Apparently, Martin Luther King's birthday was yesterday, from what I was told by my mom. I hate to mention her name in the review, but it's the truth. She told not a gameplay, this is an actual review. Kevin, at first, my buddy Kevin, on with my NXT and AEW and SmackDown review, that's gonna really be considered my actual reviews. Especially my first AEW Dynamite review. That will be live this week. It's gonna be worth tuning in for. It's gonna be a good one. I'm gonna make it a good, normal, typical review that people would want to join the chat to listen to. Just like this will be a normal, typical review. So, again, the show opened up with a video package for Martin Luther King Day. Yesterday was his birthday, I think. I hope I'm right. Randy Orton appeared in a video package after fans were introduced to the Thunderdome. And I need to make sure my quality is fixed on this review, because some YouTube haters can be a lot disrespectful to people's channels and can shit on people's channels, if you know what I mean. Anyways, Randy Orton was wearing a mask and his face looked burnt. Ugh. I'm glad he's wearing a mask. I don't think nobody would want to see that anyway. He said, "The voices in my head have never been louder." He didn't burn Alexa Bliss 3 weeks ago, but the same was not true last week when Bliss had things the other way around. He called Triple H his next victim, and then said that Bliss interrupted. Again, folks, this is an actual review. I'm sure you all know this. I'm just reminding you so you won't get that gameplay word confused in your head. Now, it says here now, look at me, this is the damnation I received for showing compassion. He hasn't been able to close his eyes to sleep because all he sees is the ball of fire flying towards his face. Now, he said that he has first-degree burns, but he doesn't blame Bliss. He blames the Fiend. So Randy Orton said that the Fiend was trying to stop him from winning the Royal Rumble, but he will win the Royal Rumble match. And by the way, I don't know if y'all saw my tweet on YouTube. I tweeted out a poll asking, should I go live with my Monday Night Raw review? One person voted yes, so I went with it. I hope that one person is watching, because he's the reason why I'm live with my Monday Night Raw review in the first place. And everybody else that wants to hear my thoughts on everything that went on with the review. Or with everything that went on with the show last night. Excuse me. So we got Ric Flair and Lacey Evans, which really I can care fucking less. to be honest. So before that, I want to give y'all my thoughts and comments on Randy Orton responding to Alexa Bliss's actions last week. So, really, to be honest, to be fully honest with you all, I am in two minds regarding this segment. Firstly, it was unique. It felt I guess the enthusiastic. I don't know. It was slightly off for me, to be honest. Now, folks, I totally understand what they were going for. The charmingly scared serial killer vibe that has women around the world banging true crime documentaries on Netflix. However, it did feel slightly hokey. And the inclusion of first degree burns is a bit strange, given that first degree burns are pretty much nothing. Sunburn is a first degree burn. Furthermore, Orton delivered the promo well. However, I feel like that there was potential to take this much more seriously and much more darker. But fingers crossed, that will come in time. Speaking of time, is Justin in the chat? Is Justin monitoring the chat today? He must probably in the bed sleep. He's probably got to work tomorrow. Oh well, if he's not here, he's not here. That's what it is. I guess I'll be fine without him. Guess I'll be fine without him this morning. But yeah, this segment wasn't too bad, I guess you can say. I mean, I don't really have nothing else to say other than the fact that, all that I said. Other than all that, I just told y'all. Randy Orton's opening, believe me, Randy Orton's opening was fantastic. Randy Orton's opening promo was very, very phenomenal. To be honest, The Fiend has driven Orton to dig down and release an even more demented, vicious, and careless version. This story continues every week to carry the show. The only story that continues to carry the show every week. The only best thing going for the show, really. Everything else on the show just legitimately sucks. To be honest. So, there's that. So we got Lacey Evans and Ric Flair. So the two cut a little promo backstage, which the promos were fucking terrible. They were too short. Where Lacey Evans threw some shade at Flair. Charlotte Flair is wrestling. She was wrestling her match against Peyton Royce. We got Charlotte versus one of the members of the... God, do I really have to say it? Moronics! The Stuponics. One of the members of the Iconics, the Moronics. Peyton Royce. My God, I can't believe I'm saying that shit again. Her and Billie Kay both fucking suck. Even separated, even as singles competitors, they still suck. I think it's actually fucking hilarious, if you ask me. Royce attacked Flair during her entrance. Then they cut to commercial. Flair took control by the time the commercial break ended. Then Peyton got some shots in before the Queen took control. Then Lacey Evans came out with Ric Flair. Who fucking cares? Just want to throw that out there. No offense. No offense to Joey. I know Joey's a fan of Lacey Evans. No offense, but who cares? I respect Joey. Joey is one of my Twitter followers. I respect Joey. I respect him. But I have to shit on Lacey Evans because I really don't like her. She's not a fan of me. I'm not trying to say that she's a fan of me. I'm trying to say that I'm not a fan of her, is what I'm trying to say here. If you all understand the words that's coming out of my mouth here. But anyways, Lacey Evans came out with Ric Flair. Lacy was wearing one of Flair's robes. This caused a distraction, and Peyton kicked Flair in the face. Now, they continued, and Royce eventually landed on a figure 8 and got the win. Just like that, that was it. So, Flair didn't release the submission. Royce was in a lot of pain. Flair made her point at the end of the match. I don't like where this Lacey Evans and Charlotte Flair feud's going, man. I really don't. I mean, even though isolating this segment from the rest of the division to have a prime example of 50-50 booking, Peyton Royce did get a huge upset win over Charlotte Flair, which could have been used to provide momentum to a future star. But instead, we have Natural Select that momentum 2 weeks later. I'm not a fan of the Ric Flair and Charlotte storyline. But it is at least consistent in causing a devolution in Charlotte, meaning that the story matters and is having impact on the show. Well, it's not having an impact on the viewership and the ratings. This fucking Lacey Evans and Flair feud needs to get canceled and get off my fucking TV, because nobody gives a shit about this feud. The only reason why Vince has Charlotte Flair and Lacey Evans on TV is because he likes blondes. He loves blondes. He likes to watch blondes on TV. He likes to watch blondes win over other women in both divisions. He likes the blondes to win over women that have different color hair. Vince loves blondes. Just know that. Now, the wider division might be in need of a massive reset. But let's not forget, Asuka is a double champion with all the momentum of enhancement talent. And the likes of Mandy, Dana, Nikki, Shayna, and Nia are doing nothing meaty, and instead floating between little micro rivalries. And Lana, who I guess will likely return at the Rumble to get one over Nia. I can't even talk tonight. I can't even talk this morning, man. That's how you know the show sucks. I can't even talk right. I don't even want to read this shit. Show's terrible. Nia had her story derailed to bring in Charlotte. A number of changes are needed, including Flesh Blood, a returning Naomi, and a debuting Rhea Ripley is a start, but wider writing changes are needed. First of all, Rhea Ripley does not need to go to Raw. Rhea Ripley needs to get demoted to SmackDown. Damian Priest also needs to get demoted to SmackDown, whether Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns like it or not. Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns has got to realize that their men's division is short. The SmackDown men's division is in need of more talent than the Raw men's division. Just like the SmackDown women's division is in need of fresher female talent than the Raw women's division. Seriously. Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest should get demoted to SmackDown. That's where they need to go. That's where Velveteen Dream was previously going to go, but they canceled his call up. I guess due to his scandals or whatever he had going on. Dude, I'm telling you now, speaking of Rhea Ripley, man, Rhea Ripley is going to be doomed when she gets called up to the main roster. Her and Damian Priest both are going to be doomed. Vince McMahon and Bruce are waiting to fuck them up, are waiting to fuck their main roster runs up, and they are waiting to change their entrance and music. They're waiting to change both of their entrance music. They're waiting to change their movesets. Bruce and Vince are waiting to fucking mess Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest up. They are waiting to waste and bury them on TV. Just like they did with Keith Lee, Matt Riddle, and Aleister Black, who also got called up to the main roster. They're going to do the same thing they did with all three of those individuals. Even Retribution. Could you imagine the Fiend Bray Wyatt appearing on NXT? Could you imagine him being on the NXT roster? That would change the complexion of the NXT men's roster. It would. Just saying. If Bray Wyatt keeps getting buried like this and wasted on TV and keeps getting kept off TV, he might as well go to NXT with his Fiend character. Might as well go to NXT to feud with Cross before Cross gets called up. Shit. Fiend has not been seen on TV for about 2-3 weeks. What is going on? Why is the Fiend not involved in this Alexa and Randy storyline? What's going on here? I don't get it. Anyways, we got Mace versus Xavier Woods. Now, I don't know if this was a good idea for WWE to even book this match, even though considering the fact that New Day is actually currently in a feud with the Hurt Business. Or not the Hurt Business, but Retribution. So, New Day and Retribution are, I guess, continuing their feud. Kofi Kingston should be back soon from injury. There was news on his injury update. Seems to be going well from what I've been seeing. And he's going to be back soon, though. So, it was apparent that after Charlotte Flair's win, Flair didn't release the submission, and Royce was in a lot of pain. Flair made her point to the end of the match. Now we got the Hurt Business. The Hurt Business ran into Riddle backstage. Riddle said he's taking the high road. Shelton said, I bet you would. Yep. Then Riddle made some jokes. Yada, yada, yada. And Bobby stomped on Riddle's bare feet. Riddle said, you're gonna see this foot later. Right up your ass. Folks, now I thought shit was gonna get real on the review, but it's not, because I just feel legitimately bored. I just feel legitimately boring. I just feel legitimately bored reviewing Raw. I do. It's not the kind of Raw I would. This is not the kind of Raw I would want to review. Especially if it shows bad and garbage like this. Oh, hell no. But as it was last night, I should have just said no Raw review instead. I should have just said no Raw review tonight. That's what I should have just said. And now here I am doing it. Matt Riddle was shown backstage with the Lucha House Party. He will tap up his foot and he'll be okay. Whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean. Must be typical Bruce creative writing. Must be typical garbage writing, man. from the WWE writers. Vince telling them to write this. Oh, write this. Riddle me this. Write that. So we got Xavier Woods versus Mace. So they played a bit of that great promo from Mustafa Ali about Kofi Kingston. Man, I tell you, Mustafa Ali's been improving his promos lately. I wonder what's got him doing that. Question that for a bit. Who has improved Mustafa Ali's promos, I wonder? Who? Seriously. I want to know who. Because he's doing a hell of a good job with his promos, no shit. Got to give Mustafa Ali credit for his great promos, man. Got to. So he gets a great promo. It was a great promo from Mustafa Ali about Kofi Kingston. Reckoning was not with Retribution. Woods hit Mace before the bell. Mace versus Woods was compared to as Dave versus Goliath. What the fuck? Oh my goodness. Hearing shit like that just really makes you want to pick up that remote and change the entire goddamn channel. Seriously. That's how boring this fucking show was last night, man. Mace choked Woods and held him above his head before smashing him into the mat. Woods struggled as Mace twisted his neck. He got back to his feet and tried for an honor roll, but Mace caught him by the neck. Woods kicked Mace in the face, and he sent him outside. Then Woods kicked T-Bar, who JD likes to call, my buddy JD likes to call tall T-Bag. JD likes to call, my buddy JD, he likes to call T-Bar T-Bag. He's known as Dominic Dijakovic, really, to be honest. My good old buddy J to the D over there. Pretty sure he's watching. He's probably watching doing his off the script review at the same time. Must be. Gotta be. My good old buddy from New York. Anyways. Then Woods kicked T-Bar and Mace off the apron. Retribution? Oh, Jesus. One of the worst fucking factions ever. To ever even fucking exist. One of the worst factions to ever exist on the main roster. Holy shit. Retribution crossed the ring and Mace nailed a stiff kick before picking Woods up. Mace dumped him in the middle of the ring and won the match. Now, the fact that WWE named Dio Madden Mace, the fact that WWE named Dominic Dijakovic T-Bar, Shane Thorne Slapjack, Mia Yim Reckoning, and Mercedes Martinez Retaliation, that shit was fucking complete garbage. One of the worst decisions they've ever done. Naming Retribution those names. Those were so stupid. Those names were so fucking stupid, man. So stupid that almost makes you want to say the word fucking retard. Seriously. That's how bad those names are that were given to them. Now, obviously, this match wasn't really enjoyable to watch, really, to be honest. The only person that was enjoyable to watch in that ring in that match was Xavier Woods. Mace, meanwhile, was completely boring to watch in the ring. He was completely slow. Not autistic slow, but slow in the ring. Which I do have autism, but, you know, I kind of have slow learning too a little bit. But not what I mean. It's not what I'm trying to say here. But, Xavier Woods did most of the work in the ring. Mace didn't really do much. I'm not interested in Woods taking over Retribution. I'm really not interested in Woods taking over Retribution. I'm just not. Kobe Kingston is still out. As far as using that momentum going into a King of the Ring tournament, I don't know. Now, would Monday Night Raw give Xavier Woods a big win and a singles push? Probably not. But Xavier Woods, I heard, and I saw some of the tweets about Xavier Woods. Some people saying Xavier Woods wants a singles push. Now, I personally believe this, but I don't think it's gonna happen. WWE, I've said this one time, and I'm going to say this one time only again. WWE doesn't care about what the superstars want. They don't care about the talent on NXT. They don't give a shit about the pay-per-views and the shows. Hell, they don't even give a shit about their own fucking family. From the looks of it, anyway. They don't even give a shit about how everybody else is fucking booked. Yeah, they want to call up all these old legends, but yet they don't want to call up the young talent from NXT to the main roster. And then when they call them up, they get completely wasted and buried on TV. How are you supposed to expect something good in a superstar when you're completely wasting them and burying them on TV and disrespecting them and flat out firing them for no reason, Vince? Tell me that. Getting fired is different from being an idiot. Getting fired is different from being a good person. You know? But getting fired for no reason is just absolutely not cool. It's not undisputed. What's not going to be undisputed is when Adam Cole gets called up to the main roster, he's going to be doomed as well. They're going to fuck him up too. He's going to get wasted. Not, you know what I mean by fuck him up. He's going to get wasted and buried. It is not going to look good for the NXT talent. Bruce does not like none of the talents on the NXT roster. He is not a fan of none of them at all. None. That's one of the reasons why I don't even like Bruce, because he doesn't care about the NXT talent, man. It's a shame. It's really sad, dude. It really is. But even though I don't think Woods getting a single push, him getting a singles push would be interesting. The fans want it. It would at least be interesting and worth seeing on television. If they do Xavier Woods a singles push right, of course. You know what I'm saying? If they do Xavier Woods a singles push like Big E over on SmackDown, they do that right. If they do Xavier Woods singles push right, you might as well say, yeah, he is. He is ready to be a singles competitor. Yeah, he has the potential to be a singles competitor, and he does. I think he does. Xavier Woods does. But I don't think it's a good time for him to be singles competitor right now. I mean, look at the tag team division. Tag team division still needs teams. I think the New Day, Kobe Kingston and Xavier Woods still need to stay together until Raw gets new tag teams in that division. So, just my opinion. And I did give you my thoughts on the Mace versus Xavier Woods match already. So, ready to move on to the next one. So, we got Alexa Bliss's Playground. Alexa! Now, you're probably wondering where I got that from. I think you all know who I got it from. Who do you think? I'm inspired by the guy. The man does good on his podcast every week. He's the number one greatest podcaster in the entire IWC. Who do y'all think I get it from? You know the name. I'm not going to say his name. You already know. Anyway, she addressed it Orton first thing. Bliss said that she thinks that things got heated. She said that things got heated last week, and she offered some sunblock suggestions. Sunblock suggestions. Now, some of you all that's watching may be asking, what does she mean by sunblock suggestions? I don't know. I think you have to ask the one person in the community that knows what that is. That knows what they're talking about. Because I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Shit's got me confused too. Don't worry, I'm confused about that too. I didn't understand it either, man. Really. So then, she invited Asuka to her playground. Bliss didn't let Asuka sit in the other swing. Someone visible was apparently sitting there. They both shared some music. Oh, not music. Some maniac laughter. They both shared some maniac laughter. It looked like it said music, though, but it didn't. So once they both shared some maniac laughter, then Bliss delivered some breaking news. She entered the Royal Rumble match. Asuka wished her good luck. Asuka said it would be an honor to face her at WrestleMania because she's a big fan of hers. Then Asuka said, "Yowie wowie." Bliss was upset by this. Then they played Asuka's music, and she danced. Bliss told her to stop it. Bliss got in Asuka's face, but then her imaginary friend talked her out of it. Bliss said it wasn't supposed to be like this. She seemed sad. Asuka spoke in Japanese and then said, "The Fiend is still here." Bliss said, "Do not say his name." Asuka left, and then Bliss walked over and sat on her wooden rocking horse. So we got Mandy Rose versus Shayna Baszler. Said the dirt sheet would be later on, which it did take place on the show, which I really don't fucking 100% don't care about. The dirt sheet and Miz TV, between dirt sheet and Miz TV, both the Miz TV and dirt sheets are the reasons why the ratings are low. Both of those shows are the reasons why the ratings are where they're at right now. Miz and Morrison, they're one of the reasons. Can't believe I'm actually blaming some of the talent for this shit, for the ratings. If anything, it's got to be blamed on Miz Morrison, man. I mean, it mainly should be blamed on Bruce and Vince, which they are to blame. They are mainly to blame. But when you got Miz TV and dirt sheets every week, people just get bored watching it. People want to change the channel for the simple fact that it's boring. It's not enjoyable to watch. It doesn't have no entertainment, no feeling to it. It's not fun, you know. It's not good to hear. It's not something that's just going to boost up the ratings and viewership. Dirt Sheets and the Miz TV and Dirt Sheets is not a ratings draw. Miz and Morrison are not a ratings draw either. That's what I'm trying to say. They're just not helping the ratings. They're just making the ratings look worse, man. It's like Bruce and Vince are, of course, making the ratings worse. So we got Mandy Rose versus Shayna Baszler. I'm about to fall. This Raw review is so boring. I'm about to fall asleep. But I gotta do this for some people who've missed Monday Night Raw, who might be fans of Monday Night Raw, who love to watch Monday Night Raw. I'm doing this for people who like to watch Monday Night Raw. I don't. I'm just doing it. Just doing this review specifically. Specifically for my viewers and subscribers that missed the show last night. I'm glad you did miss it, because the show was complete garbage as always. I've said that already. So, that's clear enough. Enough with the complete garbage. We know. England Wrestling News. Brendan Self, yes. Enough is enough. Okay. So, I don't understand what they are doing with this Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke feud with Nia and Shayna, but this feud needs to end real quick, because this is another feud that's not a ratings draw. Heck, I feel like all four of these women are not a ratings draw. They're not helping the ratings either. The ratings are just going to keep looking worse and worse and worse until these shows are written correctly, until the rosters are fixed, until the titles are unified, and until something changes. Until Bruce gets fired and Vince gets removed. So, Mandy Rose versus Shayna Baszler. Mandy tried to start out with an advantage, but Shayna Baszler quickly stopped her. Then Baszler started pounding at Mandy with fists, knees, and other such strikes. I'm just not feeling it tonight, man. I'm just disappointed in WWE, Bruce, Vince, management, creative, man. I'm just disappointed. Oh, like I'm always disappointed in them every week. Better believe it. But anyways, Rose tried to mount a comeback, but Baszler knocked her back down. Then Baszler grabbed Mandy's arm and brought her down. She locked on a Kirifuda clutch and got the submission win. Now, as you all know, I'm autistic, so bear with me. I try to make my reviews the best reviews possible. Now, when Shayna Baszler locked in the Kirifuda clutch, we immediately knew Mandy Rose was going to tap out. We immediately knew it's over. So after Shayna Baszler's win over Mandy Rose, Nia Jax and Baszler were arguing after the match. Then Dana Brooke nailed Jax with a dropkick off the apron that sent her into Baszler. I wonder if this is an indication that WWE is getting ready to go with the Baszler and Nia Jax breakup storyline. I wonder if the breakup storyline is happening soon. It's being teased to happen. It has been teased on social media. I don't know if anybody is interested in seeing a Nia Jax and Baszler feud or not. But I think this is what it's leading to. Them breaking up. They're going to lose the tag team titles, and then they're going to break up. I hope. I pray to God they break up. Get Shayna Baszler away from Nia Jax, Bruce, and Vince McMahon. Please. Nia Jax is making Shayna Baszler's career look bad. Get her away. So, now my thoughts and comments on this match in particular. Well, basically, to me, this match right here, my comments on this match, this was a complete rise and repeat of the match, in my opinion, folks. And segment we have seen between this set of 4 performers for over 3 months now. Nia on commentary was surprisingly, I guess, well, to me, it wasn't really, Nia Jax on commentary wasn't really good, to me. I was going to say very good, but it wasn't really very good. It was fucking terrible. It was fucking terrible. Nia Jax on commentary was fucking absolutely fucking terrible, man. I don't care what anybody says. It was very, very terrible. Dana Brooke at one point had a very nice apron drop kick with Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax sold perfectly. What the fuck? Hell no! They did not. This is what Inside the Ropes is saying. I don't agree with this shit. I really don't. I don't really agree with their antics much. But I agree with some of the things they are saying. I do agree with everything they say about Raw and SmackDown. I just don't agree with what they say about Raw. I just agree with what they say about NXT and SmackDown, not Raw. I disagree with what they say about Raw. You know, the good things they say about Raw, I disagree with that. Now, the bad things they say about Raw, I really agree. Yeah, Raw sucks. It really does. Anyways, Dana at one point had a very nice apron drop kick. To me, I disagree with that. I don't think it was nice. I think she could have did more than that. Which Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax sold perfectly. However, outside of this was complete forgettable and nothing segment that just repeated a story rather than attempted to progress or to develop one. This was basically rant and repeat. The same shit every week, folks. Rants and repeats. That's what this is. That's what this is, man. Rants and repeat, man. I hate that shit, man. When they WWE rants and repeats, that's all they do. They're always going with the same agenda. They're obviously still going with the Mandy Rose, Dana Brooke, Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler feud. They need to fucking end this feud. Nobody legitimately gives a shit about this feud. And nobody gives a shit about Raw. Period. If you want to start making us care about Raw, Bruce and Vince, why don't you start by merging the men's Raw and SmackDown tag team divisions and unify the titles and get rid of the women's tag team titles and the 24/7 titles. 24/7 championship. And get better writers. Get a better lead writer for both brands. Get a better executive director for both brands. Get a fucking better writer. WWE writer. Get better WWE writers, man. Seriously. Absolutely terrible writing WWE's doing as far as Raw goes, man. And SmackDown. This is creatively terrible writing WWE's doing with these shows, man. Really. But I'm going to move on. That's all I got to say on this. So, Nia Jax and Baszler were arguing after the match, which I didn't really care. But Daniel Brooke nailed Nia Jax with a drop kick off the apron that sent her into Baszler. After the commercial, Nia Jax and Shayna were still bickering backstage. They want their rematch for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. Oh my god. Dude, does anybody really want to see a repeat match of Charlotte Flair and Asuka versus Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler? Does anybody really want to see that? I can tell you right now, I don't. It gets boring and boring and boring every week. The WWE writes the same old shit. WWE books the same old stuff on Raw and SmackDown every week. It's so bad, a lot of people don't even want to go live with their Raw reviews, and luckily I went live with mine for a reason. And you all know what that reason is. So anyways, backstage segment. Ricochet was talking to Adam Pearce backstage in gorilla position. AJ Styles walked up and talked some trash. Ricochet mentioned 50 first dates. What the fuck is that? And said that AJ Styles is like Drew Barrymore. From that movie. What is this writing, Bruce? What is this? Drew Barry from that movie? What is this writing? What is this awful fucking writing, Bruce? Really? And it says he has amnesia. Oh. Goodness, it makes me want to stop right now. Because he belongs in the Royal Rumble match. That's what it says. So we got Styles versus Ricochet. Styles versus Ricochet. Let me know in the comments below what y'all think of this match last night. This match that you saw on Raw. How was this match? How was this match from a perspective from you watching your TV? Using your eyes to watch TV. How was the action? Was this match better than the other AJ Styles versus Ricochet match when Ricochet was the United States champion? Probably not. So we got Styles versus Ricochet. This match really should have been advertised, and y'all know why I'm talking like this. Y'all know why I'm talking slow, because this fucking show is goddamn just... Oh, it just makes me want to fall on the floor and melt. It's so fucking frustrating and depressing when you tell somebody something, then they don't listen, you know. That's just like us telling WWE they need to fix these shows, they need to do this, da 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 da. They don't listen, you know. It's just, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. So Styles took a bit of offense from Ricochet, and he went out of the ring. Ricochet overrided a baseball slide into a leg scissors takedown. They got back in the ring just in time. And then Styles went outside again. Ricochet went for a dive, but a moose caught him. The referee told him to put Ricochet down, so he did. Commercial break. When they came back from commercial, Styles was in control. He hit a backbreaker and applied pressure. Then Ricochet hit a DDT off the ropes. Ricochet hit a discus clothesline. Next, followed by a nice German suplex for a 2 count. Styles caught Ricochet in midair and hit a brainbuster for a 2 count. Styles moved to the apron and geared up for his finisher, but Ricochet hit a codebreaker to counter it for a 2 count. Ricochet went up top, but Styles caught him. Ricochet went for a springboard move from the apron, but Styles caught him and moved it into a Styles Clash for the win. And that was it. Yes, folks, that was basically it. I mean, honestly, this is more like it. I did remember and often give to performers who are suited to it 15 to 20 minutes to steal the show and fill time. Now, this may have not been, this may not have taken that length of time, folks, but it was definitely the highlight of the first 2 hours, and unless LHP and Riddle, LHP stands for Lucha House Party, the Lucha House Party and Riddle do something incredible, it's likely to remain for the entire show. Oh man. Wonder if Riddle enjoyed that or not. So then we got the fucking complete garbage dirt sheet. Man, oh man, this shit sucked so bad. It legitimately made a lot of people want to fall asleep from this shit. That's how fucking boring this show was. That's how fucking boring dirt shit. So, The Miz introduced Goldberg, and out came Gilbert. Instead, it's good to see Gilbert, who just suffered a heart attack in recent memory. Okay, good to see him, but why do you all need? Why did they need him? I didn't understand. I don't understand this. I didn't understand why they needed him. So then Drew McIntyre's music hit, and came a much smaller and out of shape person playing McIntyre. The Miz said it's a classy talk show. It's a classy talk show. The fake Drew McIntyre said that he's going to kick Goldberg's ass and go eat haggis. So he's going to kick Goldberg's ass and go eat haggis. The Miz then said that he will cash in his Money in the Bank contract at Royal Rumble because he's the Miz. And I'm next. More like, and I'm going to pick up the remote and change the channel. Yeah, that's a better one. Lucha House Party and Riddle versus the Hurt Business. Lashley eventually made Metal League submit to the Hurt Lock, and the Hurt Business won. You mean to tell me this match, this fucking tag team match, was only 2 fucking seconds? What? What in the hell's going on? That's not what really happened. What really happened with this match between Lucha House Party and Matt Riddle versus the Hurt Business was that, you know, this was one of 2 pre-announced matches for this match ahead of Raw last night. Now, Riddle and Lucha House Party both had recent victories over members of the Hurt Business who have been experiencing a fractioning relationship as of late. Metal League and Cedric Alexander start off the match exchanging a lovely sequence of fast-paced offense, ending with a perfect drop kick from Alistair. Or Alexander. Excuse me. I'm getting so sleepy, I'm about ready to end this review and go to bed. Alexander gets in the face of his teammates acting overly cocky. However, the tables turn as Dorado gets the jump on Alexander, who, when he needs it, receives no assistance from Lashley or Benjamin, who refused to tag in. Benjamin and Alexander keep forcing each other to tag out, and miscommunications glare lead to the 2 nearly coming at blows. The gold standard shoves Alexander out the ring, who begins to scream in the face of MVP. However, MVP seems to get the trio back on the same page. So, yeah. So, yeah, he definitely seems to be... He seems to get the trio back on the same page. Lashley demands his partner sort of, he demands his partner sort their issues as MVP screams that he will take care of it. The majority of the match features the Lucha House Party. However, eventually Riddle makes a tag and is able to come in. He's able to come in with a series of strikes and a fury of fast-paced offense. Eventually, despite Alexander and Benjamin continued losing. Again, evenly despite Alexander and Benjamin continuing to exchange words, Lashley is able to get a tap Metal League. He here to get a tap out on Metal League with Hurt Business. That's what they're referring to. So then after that, folks, so where am I at? Where am I at? Anyways, Lashley eventually made Metal Elite Sweet to the Hurt Lock. Ooh, I'm about to fall asleep. Elias and Jason Riker had a little banter backstage about being Jeff Hardy. Drew McIntyre promo. McIntyre cut a promo from his home gym. He said he's feeling stronger than ever, but he's still in quarantine. He enjoyed the little Gilbert and Dave segment. Something the Lions eat the clowns. So we got Jeff Hardy versus Jason Riker. Riker took the fight to Hardy. As the bell sounded, Riker kept putting Hardy down, but Jeff continued to kick out. Eventually, Elias hit Hardy, and the referee called for the bell. Jackson wasn't thrilled about Elias causing a DQ. Jeff hit Elias with a drop kick through the ropes. Jackson spiked Hardy into the mat, and then they ended the segment with a bit of a disappointment. And then we got Alexa Bliss versus Asuka. The two started out their match, and Asuka landed a pretty stiff knee to Bliss' forehead. Then the light started to go out like the Fiend was near. When they came back from commercial break, Bliss changed up her hair and makeup. She stalked Asuka and looked emotionless at her. Bliss circles and ducked a kick from Asuka. Bliss blocked several strikes, and then Asuka caught her with a kick, but Bliss no-sold it and landed a shot that took her out of the ring. Asuka tried to fight back, but then Bliss did Wyatt's up-down pose in the corner. Bliss nailed a big right hand for a 2 count. Bliss got on her knee and brought Asuka up, who nailed a kick and 2 spinning back fists. Suddenly, Bliss caught the Sister Abigail and won. After the match, Bliss transformed into her happy look again. She mouthed, "Let me in," as the Fiend said the words. And that was it, folks. Raw went off air after that one. To be honest, overall, this was a weak episode of WWE Raw, folks. Styles Ricochet was legitimately fantastic, and honestly, as much as I shouldn't have, I did not enjoy the Gilbert Drew Clayless segment. That shit was embarrassing. It was fucking absolutely terrible. Nothing on this show mattered. None of it had any real stakes. None of it had any sizable or hot build, and the majority of it was rematches in the case of the Elias and Hardy feud, as well as Shayna versus Royce. The Hurt Business and Alexa Bliss feud are doing some interesting character development work, and Orton illustrated that intent at the beginning of the show, which was positive. The main event actually felt fresh because these performers had barely interacted, and that made this segment, honestly, folks, the outcome interesting and exciting as opposed to feeling repetitive or pointless. Now, there is a very little that is down to the performances of the wrestlers themselves. But yes, Riker has taken a net breaker rather than the twist of fate for 2 weeks running now. Sorry, I thought I heard something. But other than that, folks, honestly, other than that, the primary issue with the show is the construction and storytelling. If writers want fans to care about the stories being told, then the stories need to elevate and intensify at points. Alexa Bliss versus Orton did this rather bizarrely with the fireball, but it at least did it. Every other rivalry just goes into cruise control from pay-per-view to pay-per-view, and additionally the match composition. This segment pairing and all this backstage work requires a huge improvement for all to catch up with the fantastic SmackDown, to catch up with the viewership and ratings. And folks, that's going to do it for your January the 18th, 2021 Monday Night Raw review. If you enjoyed this review, hit that thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy it, then let me know in the comments below. Folks, thanks for watching. Thanks for some of you that was able to make it. Thank you to those of you that were able to be here for my review. I really fucking appreciate it. Now, folks, I may be streaming some Call of Duty this afternoon. I may not. If not, then I'll be streaming some Wednesday. I'll be streaming on that Wednesday. Of course, my NXT review will be live Thursday. My very first AEW Dynamite review will be live, I think, either tonight or Thursday. I'll decide which one I'm going to do, which review I'm going to go live with this week. My SmackDown review will be live this Friday night. Of course, before that, it's the WWE SmackDown live stream. I go live on YouTube, on the webcam, live. But if you have any questions about last night's Raw, man, please feel free to leave me a message on Twitter or fucking even comment on this fucking video. Raw needs to desperately improve. I mean, they've got the lowest viewership and ratings in history. Really. Most importantly, hashtag fire Bruce, hashtag remove Vince, hashtag fuck Bill Goldberg. Oh, and here's a new hashtag for you all. Fuck Billy Kay. Yeah, I said fuck Billy Kay. I don't want to see her on my TV no more. Get her off my TV. Get her TV. Don't give her TV time. Keep her off my TV, please. Most importantly, you need to keep Peyton, Royce, Lacy Evans off my TV. And Nia Jax, too. I don't know if I want to say the same about Charlotte Flair or not. I don't know. But, folks, I'm getting out of here. I'll catch you all later. You all have a wonderful afternoon and a wonderful evening. I will be on Twitter today for a little bit. But I might stream a little bit of Call of Duty this afternoon. So if you see me go live on Call of Duty, if you see my live stream, man, just join the chat and talk with me as I'm playing it. So, but thank y'all for tuning in for the review. I'm out of here. Peace.